Hi, we're here to present how you can integrate NetSuite with anything. You can take the #1 cloud ERP system and connect it to important data in other systems that you have across your organization and around the world. These applications can be based in the cloud or on-premise or be part of your BI or data warehouse infrastructure. You can integrate NetSuite with anything, and we'll show you how. Queplix is a data integration and data management company. We provide unique capability that gives you powerful return on investment to integrate NetSuite with anything. We are a NetSuite SDN partner, and we can deploy our services through QCloud or on-premise in your data center. You can integrate NetSuite with anything, applications that are in the cloud, applications that are on-premise, custom applications, and even the crop of new NoSQL applications. It doesn't matter. You can extend the power of NetSuite and tie data between NetSuite and other applications with virtually any source that you have in your enterprise. Our application software blades are part of the magic that enable you to connect NetSuite. They take all of the knowledge of security in the API and move it away so that you can work with business objects that make sense to you. You don't need to understand the structure of the underlying API. NetSuite can become the center of your world and tied to all of your critical applications. Applications like Microsoft Dynamics, Oracle E-Business Suite, SAP, and many more can all be integrated with your core NetSuite data. This can include data migrations or ongoing data harmonization. The interface in our system, which most of our customers will probably never see, is very simple to use. This interface is wrapped around the notion of a simple object dashboard. There's no SQL, no programming, you check boxes. Our automation suggests connectivity. We know how to integrate all of the major applications and how their business objects correspond, and then we adapt it to your business rules. It's fast, it's easy, and it's automated. You can deploy us in the cloud with all of your cloud apps, and you can extend us down to the enterprise if you have on-premise data center operations, all from QCloud. Virtual Data Manager can also be installed on-premise. If you have a customer that needs to install it in their data center, that's no problem for us. We can put the same code base and all of the same work you've done in the cloud and move it to on-premise, or vice versa. It doesn't matter. If you need to deploy business intelligence, we can also support this deployment through our system and enable NetSuite to a whole host of business intelligence, data warehousing, and data mart activities. Data virtualization really improves the productivity of the teams that use it. The benefit to the customer is a reduction in professional services, a reduction in risk, and a shortening of the time to implementation. That's what really matters. We're going to look at a case study for a manufacturing company called Corade in the United States and how they integrated NetSuite and Salesforce. Corade, as a technology company, has thousands of prospects and customers, and they had two very solid production implementations of NetSuite in an application called Salesforce for Salesforce automation. They're running the CRM side in Salesforce as well. They're using ERP, and these are great products, but they're in separate silos. Standalone, Salesforce and NetSuite met and exceed the customer expectations, but they knew they could get additional return on investment and value from the integration by having one view of their customer, by eliminating the inconsistencies between data, by eliminating a lot of manual process flow where data is entered and re-entered, and by tying this all together for reconciliation purposes. Both of these applications had already been part of an integration contract that Corade had given to another cloud integration vendor. And after consulting in several months and dollars, the project was incomplete. The issues that were slowing success were those involving data quality, business rules, and really nothing to do with the cloud, just classic integration problems from vendors that wanted to push the integration to Corade, but Corade had a business to run. Corade didn't want to know about the details of the integration. Corade just wanted the integration to work and to be implemented successfully. Part of the issue was that Corade had business process rules that needed to uniquely govern their integration. You can't take integrations out of a box and use them. And in Corade's case, they were provisioning in the ERP system based upon pipeline data in Salesforce automation. So they needed some business rules to affect the harmonization and movement of data. And we were able to do that very, very easily. They also had a manual process when data was being entered into the ERP system at the time of purchase order entry for accessing and correcting information via Dun & Bradstreet. That was a manual process. So they had to align key elements, they had to get these things done, and they had to have support for their business rules. We came in a fraction of the time that the other vendor required, did a quick assessment, understood the quality of the data, profiled the data, understood what the customer needed in terms of business rules, suggested harmonizations to maximize value. We understand ways to integrate the data that the customer may not have thought of. And then we provided quicker execution to get all of this working, to get the system flow moving back and forth, to reduce data quality problems and manage them going forward, and ultimately to automate the movement of the sources of truth back and forth. The net, I think, for CoRaid and for the NetSuite team is transparency. You know, the big parade up front is the NetSuite application, and the customer's focused on that. And the data integration is something that they don't want to know a lot about. They want it to be managed, they want it to be transparent and low risk, and data integration seems to get in the way of production, seems to slow down sales cycles, and we changed that paradigm. For CoRaid, we make it transparent for them, we make it transparent for the NetSuite team. CoRaid, of course, tied together two sources, but their view for the future was that they wanted to move to data enrichment, to automating the inflow from a source like D&B, so that at the time of entry, either in Salesforce or NetSuite, things like addresses and zip codes could be analyzed and corrected if required. So this is their future vision for how this system might look with a tie to things like business intelligence. Let's look at the value proposition. How can we help the NetSuite team? Punch number one. The system automation and the fact that no SQL and no programming is required makes it very easy for us, for our partners, to deliver these applications integrated turnkey. This reduces professional services cost, reduces risk, and speeds time to implementation. Finally, our view towards the partnership with NetSuite at all levels is that these are your deals and your account control. There are many big partners you could work with for large integration, but they have their own sales processes, their own competing products, and their own desire for account control. We're different. We'll work with you. You'll bring us in when you need us, and if it's not our deal, it's not the right time and place, then we'll move out of your account and let you go on with closing your business. So the bottom line is, how can we help you close the business? And we'll do those things to make you successful. Punch number two is that we have a flexible SaaS pricing model in the cloud. It's very easy. You pick the blades you need. They're bundled packages. Beyond that, it's either $500 or $1,000 a month, and you just configure what you need to get the connection points you want. That same SaaS pricing model is also available for your customer's data center if required. They can install in-house on a VMware instance and have the full flexibility of the same work they've done to deploy in either location. So if you get into a discussion, they want to deploy NetSuite, but they've got to come from an SAP environment, and the IT department wants the integration in their data center, no problem. Same price, different architectural deployment, but it's all part of our unified platform. Punch number three, the notion that we can provide, through our partners, turnkey delivering. All the data is profiled, all the data quality issues are understood, the data integration is implemented, auditable, compliant, visible in non-programmatic terms. You can see exactly what's happening in the system. A CFO can look over your shoulder and understand how the data is moving. We can further provide ongoing reporting and quality assessment if you need that, to watch the state of your data over time. The bottom line is that through our partners, there are no worries. We can do it all for you turnkey at a very reasonable price and take the worry out of the data integration connectivity. So in summary, we can integrate NetSuite with virtually anything. We look forward to understanding your applications and learning how to serve you. Let us know about your applications. Give us a call or email us at sales@queplix.com to find out more. Thanks and have a great day.